Ames Power 5000 watt pure sine power inverter. This inverter features dual 20 amp GFCI outlets and an AC direct connect terminal block, allowing you to pull the full 5000 watts from the unit. It is one of the cleanest and most efficient pure sine wave inverters on the market today. It also has a half-second surge to 10,000 watts, which is much longer than other inverters in its class. There is a switch on the unit to change from 50 to 60 Hz output if needed. This inverter has an LED power indicator, overload protection, and over temperature protection built in. You can also wire to a special port on the inverter any open and close switch that you choose to turn the inverter on and off, adapter cable included. The DC terminals are located on the back of the inverter, one red, one black, covers included.
AMPINVT 6000W Peak 18,000W Pure Sine Wave Power Inverter Charger. 120/240 back split phase continuous 6000 watt low frequency pure sine power inverter peak, 18,000 watts off-grid solar inverter 5 milliseconds typical transfer time. AC battery priority. Our inverter is designed with AC priority by default. When AC input is present, the battery will be charged first, and the inverter will transfer the input AC to power the load. The inverter can be easily customized to battery priority via the dip switch. When you choose battery priority, the inverter will invert from battery despite the AC input. Adjustable charge current off 0% 100%, 5-stage smart charger, 35A battery AC charger max for LIFEP04 sealed gel flooded lithium, sealed, gel, and flooded batteries. High definition LCD display full vision real-time monitoring data remote panel available. Charging current and charging voltage can be adjusted customizable voltage for low voltage protection and voltage for low voltage recovery.
In this video, we will be showing you how to connect your Renogy inverter charger with LCD to a deep cycle battery, connect to shore power, and connect a typical household item for off-the-grid use. We will be using the 3000 watt inverter charger with LCD display. The inverter charger is shipped with a battery temperature sensor and a wired remote control.
The sensor allows the inverter charger to continuously adjust the charging voltage based on the battery temperature.
The remote control allows you to turn on and off the inverter charger from a more desirable location. It features smart LED indicators and an LCD display to view the inverter's status and programming features. There are 4 buttons to navigate through each screen and for programming. The inverter charger does not come with cables. We will be using the 2 aught cables to connect the battery. Make sure the inverter charger is in the off position before connecting any wires. Remove the terminal cover. Then loosen the negative terminal nut and insert the negative cable onto the terminal and tighten the terminal back on. Then place the other end of the inverter cable on the negative post of the battery. Make sure to match the polarity of the battery to the inverter and to the feed wires through the correct faceplate terminals. Repeat the previous steps for the positive terminal and the positive cable to complete the battery connection. Power the inverter charger to the on position. The LCD screen will turn on. Now that we have verified that the unit is wired correctly to the battery, we can move on to the final step of wiring. Power the inverter charger to the off position. There are no AC ports on the inverter charger, instead there is a hard wire connections. For the purpose of this video, we'll be using modified extension cables for the AC input and output connections. Before wiring the AC connections, make sure to feed the bare wire ends through the corresponding faceplate terminals. Then connect the modified female extension cable to the AC output on the inverter charger and connect the modified male wire to the AC input of the inverter charger. When connecting to shore power, the inverter charger can be programmed to use only shore power for the AC output, or only battery power. Once connected to shore power, the inverter charger's LCD screen will display line source detected, indicating the inverter charger is now charging the battery bank. Now we can also connect an AC appliance to the output of the inverter charger and run off battery power or shore power. Once completed, place the terminal cover back on and screw it down. We will now be setting up the battery parameters on the LCD screen. Hold down the Enter button for 3 seconds to enter the settings menu. Once in the settings menu, navigate to option 5 for battery settings. When in the battery settings screen, hold down the Enter button for 3 seconds and navigate to the desired battery type. For today's demonstration, we are using our 12-volt, 100 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery, so we will be choosing the corresponding lithium setting. Next, we will connect the provided battery temperature sensor to the inverter charger and place the temperature sensor next to the battery. Lastly, we will connect the provided wired remote control to the inverter charger and place it in a desired location. Successfully set up and programmed your inverter charger with LCD screen. Now you can run AC appliances completely off the grid and recharge your battery bank using shore power. We hope this video has helped you familiarize yourself with Renogy's 3000 watt pure sine wave inverter charger with LCD. Thank you for your purchase and have a wonderful day.
XYZ INVT 3500 watt pure sine wave inverter. XYZ INVT power inverter, reliable inverter maker for more than 11 years. Provide full 3500 watt continuous power and 7000 watt peak power, change 24 volt DC AC 120 volt, power 110V 120V AC appliances with your 24V DC battery. Pure sine wave, no damage to your appliances, less audible and electrical noise, less power consumption, compared with modified wave inverter. Easy to operate 2 AC outlets, LEN hardwire terminal blocks for personalized application, LED display and indicator light for mastering working status clearly at one look. Built-in 440A fuses to protect your inverter and devices against overload, spare fuses within package for replacement. Dual intelligent cooling fan turn on automatically to avoid overheating. Off-grid inverter heavy duty. An ideal choice for your happy camping life. Power your kitchen appliances, oven, microwave, refrigerator etc., water heater, pump and hair dryer. Supply power for washing machine and AC system. Charge your sensitive devices like pad and phone with no damage. Excellent service, provide 12-month warranty for each item. Nice and patient customer service. Provide solution mostly within 12 hours. SUNGOLDPOWER 6000W Max 18000W Pure Sine Wave Inverter. This pure sine wave inverter is a combination of an inverter, battery charger, and AC auto transfer switch. LOW frequency low idle current remote control. Adjustable charging current. The max charge current can be adjusted from 0% 100% via a liner switch at the right of the battery type selector. This will be helpful if you are using our powerful charger on a small capacity battery bank. The liner switch can effectively reduce the max charging current to 20% of its peak. Choosing 0 in the battery type selector will disable charging function. AC battery priority. Our inverter is designed with AC priority by default. When AC input is present, the battery will be charged first, and the inverter will transfer the input AC to power the load. The inverter can be easily customized to battery priority via a dip switch. When you choose battery priority, the inverter will invert from battery despite the AC input. Auto Gen Start. The inverter can be customized to start up a generator when the battery voltage goes low. When the inverter goes to low battery alarm, it can send a signal to start a generator and turn the generator off after battery charging is finished. The Auto Gen Start feature will only work with generators designed to work with this feature. Protections. AC input over voltage protection, AC input low voltage protection, low battery alarm, high battery alarm, over temperature protection, overload protection, short circuit protection, ones, after fault back feeding protection. GoWISE Power Surge Peak Power Pure Sine Wave Inverter. GoWISE Power Pure Sine Power Inverter 3000W Continuous 6000W Surge, 12 VDC to 120 VAC with black and red cables, with ring terminals, remote switch, 5 kinds of protection systems, and 4 output sockets. Ideal use in cars, vessels, and for power failure emergencies and maximum efficiency with computers, sensitive equipment, and more. 5 protection systems: thermal protection, overload protection, overvoltage protection, undervoltage protection, low voltage protection alarm. WZRELB DC to AC converter off-grid pure sine wave power inverter generator. 3000W continuous 6000W peak true pure sine wave solar power inverter, as good as grid power, power backup for home power supply. Transfer 12 VDC to 120 VAC, 60 Hz frequency, dual US outlets. Intelligent temperature control cooling fan. Earth connection for both PCB board and output. Digital LED display. High-quality true copper inductance, filter the waveform, ensure the true pure sine wave AC output, safeguard your equipment. All big imported MOSFETs with strong driving capacity. The PCB thickness is 2.00 mm, allow the stronger current floating on the circuit, increase the load capacity. High-frequency transformer to transfer DC to AC, ensure the stable and full AC output. Free and clean energy used as marine power inverter, vehicle power inverter and industrial power inverter and so on. Compact and portable for camping. Reliable 3000W high-efficiency pure sine wave solar power inverter. 3000W continuous 6000W peak true pure sine wave solar power inverter, as good as grid power, power backup for home power supply. Transfer 12 VDC to 120 VAC, 60 Hz frequency, dual US outlets. Intelligent temperature control cooling fan. Earth connection for both PCB board and output. Digital LED display. High-quality true copper inductance, filter the waveform, ensure the true pure sine wave AC output, safeguard your equipment. All big imported MOSFETs with strong driving capacity. The PCB thickness is 2.00 mm, allow the stronger current floating on the circuit, increase the load capacity. High-frequency transformer to transfer DC to AC, ensure the stable and full AC output. Built-in soft starter AC voltage rises smoothly, reduces the instantaneous impact of surge current, effectively extends the service life of electrical appliances. Hybrid inverter, pure sine wave inverter with 60 amp Mppt charge controller. 3000W 120V 110V solar charge inverter, 60 Mppt charge control and 3000W pure sine wave inverter in one machine. Advanced Mppt technology charging with an efficiency of 99.9%, and inverter with DC to AC advanced SPWM technology which output pure sine wave power. Fit for 40 to 60 VDC lead acid and lithium battery. 4 charging modes support. Only solar, mains priority, solar priority and mains and solar hybrid charging. LCD screen and 3 LED indicators for dynamic display of system data and operating status. Intelligent variable speed fan to efficiently dissipate heat and extend system life. Full protections e.g. 11 short circuit protection, over voltage and under voltage protection, overload protection, reverse protection, etc. Hybrid inverter 3 kVA 2400W high-frequency pure sine wave inverter built-in 50A 24V solar charge controller. This is a multi-function inverter charger, combining functions of inverter, solar charger and battery charger to offer uninterruptible power support with portable size. Its comprehensive LCD display offers user-configurable and easy-accessible button operation, such as battery charging current, AC solar charger priority, and acceptable input voltage based on different applications. Features: pure sine wave inverter. Configurable input voltage range for home appliances and personal computers via LCD setting. Configurable battery charging current based on applications via LCD setting. Configurable AC solar charger priority via LCD, setting compatible to mains voltage or generator power. Auto restart while AC is recovering. Overload over temperature short circuit protection. Smart battery charger designed for optimized battery performance. Cold start function. This inverter can power all kinds of appliances in home or office environment, including motor-type appliances such as tube light, fan, refrigerator and air conditioner.